Hey everyone, I hope you are safe. I hope you are well, and I hope you are finding happiness amidst this very intense time that we're all in together. So, as we self-quarantine, are practicing social distancing, and amidst a lot of uncertainty, it is a beautiful time to be in our bodies and have it as a daily practice to help us ground, be with ourselves, love ourselves, and nourish ourselves. So what I'm gonna be doing is like filming a little clip of stretch each morning, and it's helping me tremendously, my sanity. So today, what I wanna share is a neck stretch, which I have shown some of my clients here at Rise, and I love it. It is amazing if you're experiencing tension in your lateral neck, right through here. I will point so you don't have to know all of this massage therapist lingo, and your posterior neck, which is the back of your neck. So it's also like super inspired by Thai massage as well. I'll show you the props I have. I am literally using a sweet potato today. Isn't this like this largest sweet potato you've ever seen? I don't have a lacrosse ball or a baseball, really any ball here at home. And I feel like that's also part of this experience of just like where we are is being adaptable with what we have at home in life in general, right? So I also have two Zafus. In case you're wondering, what is a Zafu? A Zafu is a meditation pillow. You can absolutely use yoga bricks. I don't have those at home right now. So you can also use like a stack of books. If that's comfy for you, go for it. So for me, with what I have at home and what feels good to me are Zafus. So I will show them to you. They're like filled with seed. I have two here on the ground, stacked on top of one another. So come to a seat, whichever way feels good to you. This can be a great place to, I'm actually gonna do this, is get two pillows for underneath my knees. I'm a person that often needs a lot of props, especially since I've started weight training 4 times a week. With a pandemic, that's changed. And so for right now, I actually, we meet over Zoom and we do like more cardio stuff right now. But either way, my body doesn't have the same flexibility that it used to. So I find myself using more props these days. Give yourself total permission to build and accessorize and do what makes you comfortable in the pose, in the posture. So I have two pillows that I'm propping underneath my knees. I'm gonna slide back. Maybe you'll be able to see it. And the reason I have two Zafus, the meditation pillows, stacked on top of one another is because the height that it gives my long arms to extend down with the potato or something heavy, anything heavy that you have. The reason I like to use something heavy as we work on our neck in this pose is because it's what I compare to is like tension on a rope. You have force pulling it this way and force pulling the rope the other way. And for my neck, that feels amazing to create that stretch. So I'm gonna start with the potato in my left hand. And I'm gonna move my neck, my right ear to my right shoulder. There is really no formula. Remember to breathe. When I say there's no formula, meaning it's like where you feel tension may be totally different than where I would. And here to intensify, find the places that feel stuck and hold and breathe into them. And to intensify the stretch here, I love this, I'm going to reach my hand close to my left ear, and I'm gonna push my head up into my right hand to create some resistance. So on my next breath in, I'm gonna push my head up into my hand pushes back down into my head. And on my exhale, I relax and pull my head over to my right even more. You may even feel release of tension in your forehead. That's where I feel it. It feels so good. So you can sit and marinate and hang out in all these nooks and crannies. You can even, more for posterior, you can even like change the angle of your head. Now I'm gazing more towards my right knee. Same thing to intensify the stretch. I still have my sweet potato here. I'm even pushing down through my hand towards the earth. Once again, that rope analogy of pulling apart. So I'm reaching down, left arm towards the earth, hand here, and I'm push my head up into my right hand on my inhale. On my exhale, I pull my face further down. This feels so good. Towards the ground. And then I can repeat here again. On my next inhale, push my head up into my hand. And on exhale, hand pulls head down towards the earth. And this is a perfect tool for body exploration and like finding your own limit, feeling what feels good in your own body and what doesn't. So it becomes a tool to know that within ourselves and then communicate that to our massage therapist, our relationships, really anywhere. Obviously, communication and knowing ourselves as a tool has a profound effect in all arenas of life. So us learning in ourselves is like the number one spot. Okay, so here, like even move your neck around, do what feels right. Like coming back to what I said, there's not really a formula. It's like all of us are different, right? There is commonalities of injury or, tension because a lot of us have a similar lifestyle. Being on a computer, especially heightened now, as if we weren't on our and enough before or our computers, but that has become an increased focus in our lives as a way to adapt and make money right now as a way of commerce. So maybe you want to go light too, right? Maybe you're like, Natasha, I don't feel like, doing the resist and stretch, and you absolutely don't have to do that today. So you can definitely go gentle. Do what is right for you first and foremost, no matter what a yoga teacher, massage therapist, any of us say. So I have my sweet potato in this hand. So funny, right? Sweet potato. You do what you can do, right? Here I notice in myself that the angle changes of tension for, I'm even tilting my neck back so I can get a more anterior stretch of the neck. It's lateral but moving, I'm pointing to where I can feel it in my body. And take a gentle approach, like a lot of us, we don't have enough gentleness in our life, right? So you can go slow, take your time, breathe into it. How you do one side doesn't have to be the same way you do the other. So for here, what feels good to me, I'm gonna push my head up into my left hand this time as I push down through my right. And then on my exhale, I gently pull my head over to my left side. And now I've found a new spot. My head is tilted more towards my left knee. I push my head up into my hand again for a count of 1, 2, 3. I'm doing a soft push. And on the exhale, I pull my head down. I'm hearing some like crunchy stuff in a good way. And how I often like to finish this pose, it can change each time. Once again, how we feel changes day to day, can change moment to moment. I want to give you a lot of permission to be wherever you're at and to feel whatever you're feeling in your body. And for me, sometimes I like to end this pose really emphasizing the lift of my chest and my spine. So I'm going to bend my elbows forward and place my hands to the back of my skull, like my occiput. What that means is like the base of my skull where it meets my spine. And my elbows push up as I press my head back. On my inhale, I lift the back of my heart and my spine towards the sky. And on an exhale, I press my head back into my hands. And you can twist here, inching up, lengthening the spine. Take one more big breath in. Elbows rise, head pushes back. Breathe out. And you can lower your hands. I like to even envision a string or like this lifting motion internally through my spine, through my rib cage, lifting up. So feel free to stretch, move throughout your day. You can go much slower than what we did. I wanted to make this a little brief, not to take up too much of your time, but of course you can lengthen this practice and hold into those spots and breathe and push in a way that feels best for you. So thank you so much for joining me. I love you. I hope you're having an amazing morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you find this, and I will see you soon. Bye.